He said, "Did that hit my trailer?"
Hey, can you guys quit hitting my trailer, please? Mike,
He said, "Did that hit my trailer?"
well, I know that works. Let's see if they can hear me. It's not popping me up. Oh, there we go. Yep. Okay. All right. There's a slight delay. Get out of here, kitty cat. All right. What's up, everyone? We are late. We had a bunch of technical difficulties. I forgot my hat out there, but whatever.
Whatever.
How's it going? Welcome to Grow Talks, episode 2.
What's going on?
Joe is with me as usual.
Hello.
How's your week been, Joe?
It's been good. I didn't work one day this week. I've been in
You lazy fucker.
I've been in my grow room nonstop. No, my boss got sick. He got that influenza A, so I didn't want to be around him. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that.
Yeah.
So there was a seed exchange today. I ended up getting 12 new strains that I'm super stoked about.
Badass.
My brother's coming over tonight to germinate with me, so I'm gonna let him pick a strain out
Nice.
to germinate.
Did you get those two for me?
Those what?
The two strains for me?
That I had asked you for?
Yeah.
Yes.
You got them? Okay, I wasn't
Yeah.
sure. I wasn't sure if you got them or not.
Hold on, I'm trying to.
The Gargamel's Revenge and Smurf Fruit or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Nice. Those will be good ones.
Okay. Now I got comments working. And I got a cat trying to break in here.
Yeah.
Dude, you don't need to be in here while I'm in here all the time, buddy. All right, so Calvin says, hey, how's it going, Calvin? So how are yours doing?
Mine? Okay. So I got one. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, yeah.
Just barely starting to come out. I've been babying that one. It's still got the seed stuck to it. And then my second one, it's above the soil. It's opened up almost. It's about nice, huh?
Yeah, that one's a lot taller.
Yeah. And then I did another one for my own just to grow. And it's way ahead of them all.
Is that a Sterling? Oh, that is, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I think if I was to say out of the three of them,
what's up, Paul?
this one is the strongest one by far. And they all got started on the same day.
Okay, so I have mine on my tray right here. Oh, that's a tote full of soil.
All right.
All right, so we're going to pop these guys out. The humididome's really working because these things are
They're awesome. They help
soaking wet.
much.
Huh?
They really help out, those domes.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, I just investigated, just moved a little bit of dirt until I found my seed and tried not to disturb it too much. Sometimes you got to kind of play with them just to make sure that everything's all right.
Right.
This one's still got the seed shell on it. I can't pop it off. I hate doing it when they're so little because I'm afraid that I'm going to break something off.
Nothing on this one.
Did you find your seed?
Yeah. Well, I think my temperature fluctuated too much inside the fucking
Bag?
Hey, we appreciate those 100 stars, Michelle. Thank you.
Cool.
I think my temperature fluctuated too much while they were in their paper towel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, nope, neither of them popped.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
I don't know. What's your thoughts?
I got 3 of them. I'll keep the number 3, the one that's off to the side from my grow, but you can pick the first one or the second one. And then
I'll take this. I'll take the smaller one.
The one that the shell's just starting to come off of?
Yeah.
Okay. That's number 1. I mean, that way we can still play around.
Right.
And it keeps us kind of at the same timeline.
Yeah.
But what works best. It's always a bummer though when you can't get your seeds to pop, huh?
Right.
That's why I like instantly just went to planting them in a little bit of soil, dude. So what I do is I've got these. I'll show you. I've got these little clear cups. They're like, I don't know. They're 5.5 ounce cups. So I'll fill them all the way up with soil. I'll get it wet, and then I'll plant my seed in there, and I'll cover it all the way up and put it on my heat mat. And then when they sprout, I put them into their regular little, into these things, the solo cups, and they seem to work better.
Right.
But that's part of it, you know. Sometimes you just can't get something to sprout. I had a lot of fucking problems, you know. Once it starts getting super cold, it really makes it hard.
Yeah, it does. Especially when you get the temperatures fluctuating a bunch.
Yep. That really makes it tough. But once you get them to sprout, then you know then it's pretty much on from there. So are you germinating under that LED?
What?
I mean, not germinating, but are you running your seedlings under that LED?
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for it fried out.
Oh, did it?
I'm pretty sure. Here, let me plug it back. One moment, guys. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty.
There we go.
Without, now see, it's, you got it up on the screen out there? Okay, we're good. We're good.
Perfect.
So what were we talking about?
Oh, we were talking about you were gonna.
Termination. This light. That I was trying to figure this light out. That's what the thing was.
Yep. And
Okay, so for now it doesn't want to plug in.
if you need a different veg light, I got different veg lights. Because I was noticing on some of my plants, like I felt like I was underwatering them or overwatering them because they were kind of droopy. Instead of like, I'll show you. Instead of like something.
Yeah, it's toasted.
See that how it like stands straight up? Sometimes they were like droopy, and I thought to myself, "Well, what the hell's going on?" Like,
Right.
Fine, and then I turned my light down, and as soon as I turned my light down, within like 15-20 minutes, everything was standing straight back up.
Right.
So I think a lot of people don't realize in veg you don't need a ton of light. Look at that baby.
Right. I was watering right before, but yeah, that light's toasted.
Dang it! Which one was it? Okay.
I think it's just because that area got too hot.
Yeah.
So I got to move it and make a little veg area or a little seedling area.
Right.
Or get a tent.
Yeah. Makes it a little bit nicer.
Look at this, though.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Well, no, it's wilding out all weirdly.
Yeah. Crazy.
I need to transplant it, but I don't have a big enough pot. I might put it in a big pot just to get it into a new pot.
Yeah.
Let me finish this watering really quick, and then we'll jump into some lights.
Okay, you're good.
So, what lights do you currently run?
For vegetative stage?
For any of your stages.
So right now I'm running a agro LED veg light, and it's 6,500K. It's got
now, when you run LEDs, do you have to have a ballast too, like this?
No.
No.
Nope. It's just plug it in. So, well, I guess that's not true. Let me rephrase that.
The ballasts are attached to them.
Right. And the one that I'm using now is kind of like a T8 light. So yeah, like there's your ballast. Well, like on my 4x4 Raylon, it has a ballast.
I was using this for stuff, but it doesn't do the greatest job.
Yeah. That's what they say, like shop lights. A lot of people use shop lights and stuff for their vegetative growth.
You think I should try using this for that?
It might work. I've got a.
It's not like it was killing them.
I've got a T8 you could use, or a T5, and it's just got the little 1/2-inch tubes, but it's 2x4x2 light.
Well, that's not bad.
No, and it's got all sorts of spectrum on it. So here, let me.
So you use that light for your veg, you said?
Yeah. So
what do you use for flower?
That's my light.
Oh, okay.
And then see, I can turn the blue off. I could turn it back on, or I could just run straight blue. But I run the mix. And then,
So, hold on one second. So, Paul's saying, most of the LED lights have ballasts attached. Calvin said just for small veg. I think he was talking about that fluorescent light over there I have.
Yeah.
And then Paul said some you can remove and run the ballast outside of the tent. Right. Oh, dude, I could totally run my ballast outside the room.
Yeah, see, on my LED, I could run my ballast outside of my room also. It's built to where I could move it outside of my tent anyways, just to keep that minimal heat out. But like they don't
Right.
that much heat off. Not like what you're running. You're high pressure. That's a lot of heat.
Well, right now I'm sitting under a metal high lid, which
Perfect.
is also a lot of heat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, let's see.
Look at that sucker.
That's a fucking bright ass light right there.
Oh yeah. Do you ever wear glasses in there? Sunglasses?
Oh yeah. I just don't they're over by the flower room right now, so I don't have them on. I
Yeah.
have so the cool thing about Montana State Hemp and Cannabis Festival is they grow weed themselves. So they understand grow lights,
Right.
grow glasses.
Yeah.
So all of their glasses that they give out are actually rated for grow rooms.
Cool.
So the lens you see me take pictures through for the sunglass, that's those.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I rock some Montana State Hemp and Cannabis Festival glasses in mine.
Hell yeah. I should.
100 to 200 watt LED is all you need. Veg, maybe up to 300-watt LED for veg is what Calvin is saying.
Yeah, I think mine's 284 watts and 60 hertz. So yeah, 284 watts. That's not that much. My flower light's 720 watts.
So this, so it says plant 2 electrical rating 102-volt AC 60 hertz 0.74 amps. Oh, 32 watts.
32 watts. I mean, it probably worked for seedlings.
So 64 watts
Yeah.
is what it is.
Yep. That probably worked good
Because it has 2 bulbs in it.
for babies. See, I've got these ones too. The single.
Paul said he's been running the Mars Hydro TS 1000s, 150 watt for veg.
See, what are these? I got these single bar
I really wish I could show all these off.
Mars Hydros, but I can't remember how many watts they are. They got Meanwell drivers on them. They are 301.6 watts, so 300 watts. This would be a good veg light too. It's just a single bar.
Right.
It's got two sets of LEDs on it, and then the little diodes in the middle.
Yeah, and I can easily section off a little 2 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot section
Yeah,
or 4 foot section.
yeah. I was thinking about putting those up in this part so I can have some shit outside the grow tent too, growing.
Right.
Be fun. It'd be really fun. So yeah. But my flower light I won off of Facebook from the Northern Scroggers group out of Canada.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So I won it from my grow space. So when I was growing downstairs, I took pictures of my grow space and like told them my story, and like everybody from around the world voted on my little spot in my crawl space, and I won the fucking light. It was pretty cool, dude.
That's pretty dope.
That was my first real big LED. I had blurples before, those King LEDs and all that shit growing with down there. And then I won that light, and that light was perfect for downstairs.
Uh, have you tried that ceramic metal high lid yet?
Yeah, I turned it on. It's pretty bright.
Really?
Yeah, it's really bright. It's I
But you
think
haven't set it up in the grow yet?
no, not yet.
You're
It
gonna end up running it in this new grow?
I think so, but it only has a 3x3 footprint.
Really?
Yeah, which is really weird to me. So like it probably only worked for like two plants. Maybe
Right.
if that, maybe even just one, if I really want to push it hard. So I'm
That's weird because that was a pretty decent sized light.
yeah, and it's not a cheap light either.
No.
No. So I'm like,
Jess, can you look up ceramic metal was it is a ceramic metal high lid?
it's a yeah, CMH. Here, hold on one second. It's a Hordelux CMH 315. Yeah, it's Hordelux. But it really didn't it said it only really has like a 3 foot footprint on it.
Paul, how much heat would what put off?
It probably that metal halide might put off some heat. I know.
Right. Since it's I wonder how hot I think that's what he's saying is he wonders how hot that ceramic metal high lid gets.
Yeah, it probably gets pretty warm.
Right.
But that's okay. I mean, out here right now in the wintertime, it's okay to have a little extra heat.
Oh yeah, dude, it's been helping out my room quite a bit.
Yeah, for sure.
But it hasn't been helping out the rest of my trailer because it thinks that the rest of my trailer is as warm as my grow room, and then it shuts my heater off.
Oh shit.
But it just means I come hang out with my plants some more and pump
Yeah,
some more CO2 into them.
yeah. Lindsay told me that I should just bring my pillow and my blanket out here since I spent so much time out here.
Paul went to say is a Hordelux,
Hordelux.
and it came out as Hordelux.
Hordelux. That's awesome.
But him and Calvin were both saying that was an awesome win.
Yeah, dude, that was pretty cool.
Right.
I did not expect that at all.
Okay, let's see. What? Yeah, you're good. I'm coming out. I was just having you look it up for once I came out. I knew that you could hear me through that. Um,
Dabbed and confused.
so let's see. Should be able to mute.
Oh,
Can you still hear me?
yep.
Okay. So now I need to turn this one down. And take this one. And put it on. Okay, there we go. You want to say something real quick, Joe?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, I can hear you.
I can actually hear you a little better now, too.
Yeah, it's a better mic.
Yeah.
And I'm also not in a grow room with a fan on.
Right.
Because I turned it back on. I felt awkward in there without it.
Right. I brought the dabs from JJ Puffington and forgot to freaking break it up, but nobody was really smoking dab today, just hash.
Dallas was sitting over in the corner with his dab rig.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Shit. I missed that. He's kind of, I don't know if he, like, I'm sure he would want to know what's in somebody else's product before he smokes it, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's picky about what he puts through his rig.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure JJ does a pretty good job, though.
He's still super picky about what he puts through his rig.
Is it more or less what he puts through his rig or what he puts in his lungs?
A little bit of both.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was talking about how he had put this stuff through his rig and it left a black mark on his coil, so he never wants to put that stuff through it again.
Oh man, to be that picky.
So what? You want to pull that light up? So she has your exact light pulled up right now.
What color is it?
Oh, it's weird because it's over on that side. So the new Hortilux CMH 315 grow light system takes the next step for grow light systems. The short, compact, reflect. See, I feel like with only a 3 foot by 3 foot span, that it's not the next step in. No, because then you got to run 1,000 of those, and on top of that, insurance isn't going to cover that. We figured that out yesterday.
No.
You have to run specific LED in order for insurance to want to cover you.
I thought that was crazy. I was watching that. I thought that's interesting.
Right.
It's all fire hazards, though, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, actually.
So I got a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
When you're in the grow room and you're smoking, have you ever ashed in one of your plants?
That involved me smoking in my grow room.
You don't smoke in your grow room?
So I don't smoke cigarettes in my grow room at all.
What about joints?
I'll smoke weed in my grow room.
Yeah.
I've never ashed in my plants, though. And I've only smoked in this grow room once. It was during that one live.
What keeps you from smoking in your grow room?
The studio's 5 feet away and has more smoking utensils.
Gotcha.
Plus, when I'm at home, I'm usually dabbing. I'm not usually smoking flower. The only time I smoke flower at home usually is if the guest I have over at the time smokes flower and not dab, or if I'm doing a podcast, I'll usually roll up a joint because it's easier to sit there and smoke a joint over the course of a half hour and talk versus trying to do a dab and talk, and then you end up having to do like 5 dabs in a half hour because people want to see you smoke.
Yeah, I guess, huh?
So with a joint, you can at least have that smoke rolling, and then they're like, okay, at least he's smoking. Oh, I thought this was a cannabis podcast. Why ain't you smoking?
Shit. Yeah.
As I sit here not smoking.
Right? That's okay. That's okay.
I just got fucking such bad cotton mouth. Do you want to pass me a water? Please and thank you. Jess decided that she wanted to join us tonight for this. So she's going to be looking stuff up for us as we go.
Thanks,
Gracias,
Jess.
Senor. Whew, that's cold. All right, so what all did you find out leading up to the show?
Well, just what we were talking about with like the.
Okay, well, I know what we were talking about, but they don't know.
Ages, and I've always thought that like blue was more important for roots you start adding the whites and the lights and stuff like that. I never really thought about red. You know what I mean? Because
I never really thought about the spectrum in general, bro.
Well, my grow light for flower, it's got a whole bunch of little tiny diodes along the bars, and they're like white, red, blue, but when it's on, it's like a regular light inside your house. You can't see any of that other color, so it's just the mixture that makes the light. Now, when I was running the blurples, it was either blue or like a purple, like red. So you turned it on and it made purple, and those worked fairly well until I started learning about bigger LEDs and taking up more space, like a bigger footprint is what you want to call it.
Right. I
wasn't getting a very big footprint for those, but I mean, if if I couldn't afford a regular grow light like an LED, the light that I have now, I would still be growing under purple blurple lights, and it was just as good, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of it is in your genetics. Yes, your lights are very important. Don't
No,
get
bro,
me
your
wrong.
lights make a huge difference.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference. But like,
I didn't
I
believe it at first because I was just, young and naive. Steve, Dad, was trying to
yeah,
was trying to convince me to put a metal high lid in the bedroom. Um, so that he's like your plants will bush up more versus stretching because that blue light spectrum promotes bushing.
right.
And I didn't believe it. But so the grow off one was done completely under um, HPS, high pressure sodium,
Yep.
and it stretched really tall. It hit like 3 feet at least tall, and it didn't really get very like big, like wide wise.
Right.
But everything else since I switched the metal high or the high pressure over to the flower room,
Yeah.
everything else over in the bedroom has stayed short and stout, but gotten wide.
Super wide.
Yeah, because it's under that metal high lid, which metal high lids run blue spectrum. They run a
Gotcha.
blue white mix, and then you get your red white mix or your orange. No, what's the other? Yeah, it's red, isn't it? Red and blue
Red.
make purple.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So your HPS gives you your red and white, um, and that promotes your stretch. So every time I put a plant into flower, you watch that thing just start shooting up.
That's awesome.
Like it's so insane. Like you'll see it'll be all bushed, even colas and everything, and then you'll put it into flower, and just all of a sudden, all those colas are like
Yep.
fucking 3 feet
You get
tall. Huh?
that stretch is nice.
Mm-hmm. That makes me want to wander off over into the flower room. What? I said that makes me want to wander.
Keeps calling. Somebody keeps calling me on my phone,
Oh, dicks.
and then they don't get the hint when I hit end. Quit calling me. I'm like, geez, stop calling.
Oh, that water helped out so much.
That's awesome. I know. I was drinking some root beer, and watching you drink that water is making me jealous.
Oh, dude, sometimes it's what you need. That's what my
Yep.
mouth was telling me.
Yep.
So did you look up that infrared?
Is it infrared or far red?
So, oh yeah, see, it gets confusing with that now. Yeah, look up infrared with cannabis plants, or in garden or whatever.
Let me see if I can find anything.
Because I know that, like, I mean, you shouldn't run infrared overly too much because you can kill your plant with it. You can, like,
Yeah,
completely sterilize it 100%.
really.
At least I'm pretty sure that that was the
With straight.
wavelength. Yeah, with straight infrared. So, like, if you were to get, like, I think it's like a black light.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Dude,
Be
so
weird.
real quick, I want to jump over into my. Hopefully, I don't screw anything up. I saved this post from I think it was Athena Ag.
Yeah.
Let me see. It was about lighting, so I saved it just for this. Okay, so they are running. Yeah, it's Athena Ag. Their R&D room 1, turnable spectrum room uh, spec specifications. I don't know why I couldn't say that word. So they're running 60 LED bars that are at 90 watts each.
Wow.
90 watts each bar with 30 bars per side of above the canopy. And then they have 6 wall mounted LEDs that are 90 watts each, 3 per row.
Wow.
And then they have 12 inner canopy lights, 120 watts each, 6 per bench, 3 per row.
Inner, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Inner light? So is that like under lighting or just
Uh-huh.
in the, okay, under lighting. That's crazy.
So let me see. I'm pretty sure I can screen share. Screen. Oh, whoops. So, screen. No, it's not going to let me. Damn it. I was trying to share that screen share so that you see this post because yeah, they have your normal lights above,
Yeah.
and then they have them mounted along the walls, and then straight beams going straight down each lane.
Cool.
And then they're running 6 tons total of AC. They got a 2 3-ton system and a 2 350 pint humidifier unit.
Wow.
Imagine having that kind of light run.
Just pushing.
Dude, I bet having that kind of under canopy lighting just gives you like some
Right?
I'm going to
Just
try and follow along with them and see if they post anything more about it to see how it's doing.
yeah. Well, I've seen quite a few videos that underlighting, and the lower buds that used to be nothing but larf are just as solid and structured as the buds on the top.
So, I was contemplating experimenting, but then I was all, well, maybe no, I shouldn't because it's the grow off plant. But I was going to chop off the top half of my plant and leave the bottom half for another month.
Huh?
Because the bottom half still looks fresh, like early stages of flower.
Really?
Yeah, like they haven't even really trichromed out much.
That's weird. Because they're getting plenty of light.
They're pretty covered by those top branches.
Yeah?
Yeah, I should have lollipopped down there a lot more.
Yeah, and see that's what I'm learning. Like, if you want to get those nice solid colas that are, all along the tops, that's how you do it, by lollipopping, and it just that way it's just focusing on nothing but those tops. But I like to grow the whole plant out. I don't mind a little bit of larch at the bottom because you can make butter out of it or oil or whatever, dab. Um I'd like to grow something specifically to make hash out of. Like, I don't want any of the flour for smoking. I just want to make a batch of hash. So I'm hoping that I find something that really dumps hash.
Right. Oh, there was a fucking. I'd have to ask Dallas the name, but there's a breeder that breeds specifically for trichromes.
Yeah.
And like he throws like double and triple headed trichromes.
Holy cow.
Now that's what you need for hash.
No kidding. I
I'll have to
couldn't.
ask Dallas who that breeder was so that I could point you in that direction.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
Yeah. And then like
So,
I said, I'm gonna talk to Steve and I'm gonna have him start teaching me the living soil so that I can. bro, because he grows those nice big nugs and fucking. They're just. I mean, you see them.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's
That
man,
living soil is another thing, bro.
dude. Well, Royal's dad, he did worm buckets and like worm castings and stuff, and he's been talking to his dad to see if he'd kind of help us get that going again.
Yeah.
Like he was telling me that I can have just a 5 gallon bucket in here, that I just feed my worms, and every once in a while, you just clean out their worm beds, and you got fresh worm castings, and you feed your plants with that. You know what I mean? If I could make my own nutrients, that would be sick.
Yeah. Then you're really saving some money.
Yeah, and I think, they say like stressing marijuana or cannabis is what makes it stronger. It makes it more covered in trichomes because you're stressing it out. It's trying to protect itself.
Yeah.
Trichomes are like a sunscreen to the plant.
Because it's not
So,
like they taste good.
well,
Directly, that is.
terpenes, I don't know if the terpenes come from trichomes or.
I mean, I don't think if you walk in there and lick one of your plants right now, it's going to taste very good, bro.
Yeah, true.
That's what I
But
was getting at.
but it's not water soluble either, though.
True.
Oil soluble.
So then you
But
just got a sticky tongue that sticks to the top of your mouth, and you're just like, oh, fuck that plant. I ain't eating that motherfucking thing again. I done did learn my lesson.
but the crazy thing is deer are attracted to it for some reason.
So's my
You
damn
ever?
cat.
Oh yeah, cats love it.
Well,
My dog,
Storm
my
Shadow
dog,
doesn't give two fucks. He just wants the light. He wants me to remove all the plants out of there so that it could be his light room. Millie will eat them for him.
that's funny.
She's like, don't worry, brother. I am going to clear this room out for you.
Yeah, I'll eat as many of them as I can. That's awesome. So how many watts are you running right now? Do you think
1,000.
you're running it at full tilt in your veg? Holy fuck!
What?
That just seems like a lot.
Maybe that's
But
why they're all. Bah!
true. So you're telling me I should switch out my veg light for my grow light and freaking turn it up?
Maybe.
Yeah.
What are you gonna use for your flower light then?
Well, I guess I just have to put some shit together. I got those bars. I got those 2 bars right there. And then
I think you should keep your flower light how it is so that you have the max power that you need for flowering, and then maybe try setting up a couple other lights so that you could like supplement power
yeah,
for your veg.
yeah. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be cool. Yeah, we'll see what
Because in
happens,
all
man.
honesty, man, I feel like if I were to put all mine after 2 weeks into a 5 gallon bucket, I feel like after about a month and a half, I could have them into flower.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'm literally fighting these lemon alien guavas. And they still have like another week and a half.
Before they get flipped?
Yeah. I'm
Great.
just going to throw them in because I'm done fighting them.
Yeah.
If they're this big, there's no point in fighting them, bro. They're going to grow another 3 feet tall, and it's like, no, I'm not fighting these.
I can't wait to see that. That would be cool.
I know, right?
The monsters.
If any of them are fucking females.
Right. Right. Well, you know what I'm thinking about doing is instead of growing 4 in my tent, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a big 30-gallon planter, and I'm going to plant 1 and fucking run that in here and see what it does.
How long are you going to run it?
Wow. Until it fills up the bottom half of the tent. So the 30 gallon, I'll make sure that it's kind of squatted and kind of bigger around than it is tall. And then I'll just start training it out all sorts of different ways.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna have to do.
And then flip it and see if I can't get the other half of the tent full.
You're probably gonna want it to come up about a foot before you start training it, though.
Oh yeah, easily a foot. But
Yeah, and then start training all those growth spots that it came off instead of the main stock.
yeah, and I think the best thing to do is to start in one corner of the tent and work your way to the other three.
And if you're gonna do that, I'd top at the three tier mark, like right at the 3 tier mark.
Yeah, yep. Some people they top super early,
Yeah, see, I was always told to top at the 3 tier.
3 or 4.
Yeah, but I've seen people literally top at 1, and I'm just like, bro, you crazy. Like,
Right.
how do you know you're not just gonna kill that thing right now?
No shit.
That's a lot of stress for a baby.
Like if I like when I tried mainlining, I let my whole plant get like 5 nodes high, and then I just completely cut the whole top off to where I only had the bottom 2 sets, so I had 4 branches, and that felt weird, cutting the whole top of my plant off.
Yeah, that sounds crazy. Did you at least clone that part?
No,
Wild.
no.
All right, so it's gonna cut us out here in like 1 minute.
Okay.
So we'll pick this up again next Saturday with another
Yes.
check-in on the Sterling 95.
Okay.
All right. So have a great weekend.
Yep. Sorry about everything, guys. Have a good night.
Nah, we're sorry about that. You have a great day though.
Yeah, you too, buddy. Later.
Later. Switch. Are you able to switch my camera on? They can still hear me, right? Okay. What up? All right, so we'll be back next Saturday at 6 this time with a update on the Sterling, and then me and Joe are gonna oh no, we had already figured this out. So next week we're gonna be talking about spring planting, getting your cannabis plants ready, picking your strains, and when you should have started or when you should start them for spring planting and getting ready for your outdoor season. So have a great Saturday night. Stay safe, stay stoned, stay warm. We'll see you here Monday morning at 6:30 for the Wake and Bake. Bye, guys.